Yes, good morning, everyone. So it's been quite some time before we had a train. So today we're going to do mobile products. And before we proceed, let me introduce myself. So my name is Shelton Kipkoech. So my name is Shelton Kipkoech. So I hope you can hear me, everyone. My name is Shelton Kipkoech from Tech Support at Dahua Technology Limited. And this is just a branch from Kenya, where we're handling different countries, including East Africa and even countries like Ethiopia, Eritrea, Djibouti, etc. So today it's an interactive session, and the training is more of pre-sales and so like sales, pre-sales, engineers, even technical side, you can still join the training. So more of marketing products, what we talk a bit about our mobile products, what they entail, so also a bit of solutions. So what I'm going to cover is Dahua logistics vehicle solution. So I'm going to do mobile center. Mobile center is a platform for interacting with the mobile products. I'll also talk a bit about some of the successful cases where we implemented mobile solutions. Maybe another solution I'm going to talk about is a school bus solution for integrator, maybe smart bus solution. So feel free, in case there's something that you feel like it's not clear, feel free to ask and to inquire more about. In case maybe later you were interested, maybe you want to invest in such projects, you can contact me. I can link you up with our sales team, and we'll see how we can help each other at the end of the day. So just a minute before we start carrying. Just give me a minute. I'm still opening the files so that you can be checking them. So let me talk a bit about some mobile products. So first, I'm going to cover on maybe mobile products themselves. Then later I'll go to the solutions. So based on those implementations. So generally we have categories of mobile products. That is in terms of mobile portable products. So that if you see something like an MPT, that is a mobile portable product. And let me just talk a bit about some of the products that we have. So we have body cameras. We have a body camera family. That is in terms of those products that can be can be transferred from one side to another. So we have the body camera families, that is this kind of design. So different models, and generally, if you see an MPT2, that's a body camera. And then we have the terminals now. So we have the camera and the terminal. So terminal is more like the back-end side of the mobile body product. And we have different accessories for mobile portable devices. So we have like this one, like the one used for talking. We have such kind of a camera installation. Then we have the docking side. So in terms of maybe if you want to charge and extract information. So we have the accessories for the same. So such kind of products are very useful while implementation for government, security agency companies. So if you're running a security firm, if you're in the government side, in the police enforcement side, such kind of products we provide for the same. So let's talk a bit about some of the mobile products. So we have this MPT2. So maybe some of the features we have, I'll talk about is a bit of storage. So we have 32 internal storage, and it doesn't not support external. So we'll see some products which support external. It's in terms of protection, we have IP68. So if you are familiar with the protection or maybe product rating, so you understand what IP68 is. And some other features include the support for 4G. So if you're going to do 4G with FDD technology, it works well with it. So in terms also for GPS for location, you can still get that one. So by design, this is the body camera, how it appears. So I'll just be going through, at least you get to know we have such kind of products existing. So we have, so in terms of body camera, we have different other supports, even up to more of expansion, more storage. So based on the need. So we have body cameras for the same. So in terms of installation, so I think if you understand the term body camera, you'll be able easily to identify what it entails. So on the maybe some of the other features I'll talk about is Android. So it can run on Android platform. So that is the platform it supports. So we have others that support fingerprint logging in. So I think basically you understand that we have such kind of products existing. So you have this other called mobile portable terminal. So portable terminal is like you can it's more like a terminal of the backend side of the mobile body cameras. So some of the accessories. So if you have you're using something like this terminal, you have use of such accessories to be able to connect with it. So you can have such cameras installed maybe in your shoulders. You have different positions to install such kind of products. Also, we have this docking side. So the docking side helps to extract information and charge. So we have others that do single docking, others that can do multiple docking. So you can have this such kind of docking station. So you can automatically do charging of the devices, mobile portable cameras, and you can also do a bit of you can also do recording once the devices are connected. So it's like the server side of it. So for solution, let's talk a bit about applications for such kind of products, but the solution is not only limited, it's upon you on your side now, maybe as the salesperson of the pre-sales or the marketing side, to understand how well you can approach your customers and talk to them about such products and maybe educate them and make sale on your side. So, but most typical applications for such kind of mobile products include in law enforcement and agencies. So you have you have a security company, you have an insurance company, you have even operators for healthcare, maybe power industry, security, construction site, logistics. So logistics also is a good application for the same. If in terms for law enforcement, maybe you can approach your local Ministry for Security. So the application is quite vast, even in airports, even in customs. So the advantage of it is used for accountability when people are going executing their task, their jobs. So if it is fun in terms of funding, if you approach a government, I think the case for funding can be well catered. So so the solution can be applied in various ways. So you can see a case scenario where you have a mobile camera. So mobile camera at the front end where someone is carrying it, maybe a police officer. And then now you have the MPT manager. So you have a computer in your PC, a computer application where you can use to extract the information. Another method. So you see, we have provided a solution for budget friendly. That is, if you feel like your budget for this kind of products might be expensive, you can go with the first option where you have the cameras and maybe the tool to download the files. Optionally, maybe for large projects, you can decide to have cameras, you can have the docking station, then you can have a special kind of platform that is used to access. So for the second case, applies to where you're going to do quite a large number of mobile products. So also, if you're going to do more with the docking station, you can still access the web interface of that docking station. So that's the advantage of this mobile product. So apart from that, so I think basically that's the general overview of the solution in terms of these mobile products before we go into now transport side. So also you can do live streaming. So advantage, you can still do live streaming on the devices. You can do even remote management. So regardless whether you're going to use private network like VPN, MPLS, you can still achieve the same working platform with the same. So some of the features with DSS Pro, you can do recording, audio, take photos, that is the snapshots. You can do group talk among a platform and MPT devices while necessary. Okay, so that's the general overview of mobile portable for cameras. So I think now we can do now in terms of transportation side. So I think now you understand that we have such kind of products. Let me just talk a bit about the vehicle logistics solution. Just give me a minute before you can be able to view from the side. So let me talk about the logistics solution that we provide as a company. So logistics solution comes in terms of people are doing transportation, maybe integrator, you can approach a transportation and logistic company. So maybe some of the challenges that you might face, that clients might be faced while doing logistics or maybe transportation, is cases for accident in terms of things like time arrival. I think one of the big challenges if they're doing oil industries is cases like theft. So what our solution offers with the mobile system is to reduce those accident cases, to reduce the theft cases, or maybe even not theft at all, to do cases like ensure you have timely arrival on your products. And also in terms of driver management, how can you be able to manage your driver well in terms of also route management. So we're going to see how our products work well with such kind of installation so that you can be able to do such kind of maybe management for your fleets, management for your logistic vehicles and the company in general. So what the general overview is that in terms of implementation, what we're trying to achieve is to do maybe prevent an incident before occurring, that is the accident, maybe also theft. What we also aim to achieve is to be able to do accountability in case maybe something has happened. You can still do an accountability in terms of insurance claims and maybe putting those people who have violated something into the book. Other things that the solution aims to achieve is reduce cases of accidents and also maybe improve the safety of the drivers, and also to do things like good management for your fleets. So you're going to do things like recognition of the face of the driver to avoid cases where you have a driver being swapped and proceeding with the transportation. You're going to do things like active tracking of the devices, so based on GPS, and they'll be able to do route management. And also you keep interaction between, so the driver is at traveling, you can still do interaction with the driver, and also big data and reports for the same. For the solution overview, some of the products that we have include, we have such kind of cameras. We have the DSM cameras, which talk about it, what it is. We have the AIN VRs, we have the screens. So these such kind of small screens are used to monitor the vehicle. We have a two-way talk module, and then we have sirens, we have emergency buttons and cameras and ADS camera. So this one is just an overview of the vehicle, how it will appear. And from this, I think we can see where the products are positioned, but not the case. Although we have one camera here, so we have cameras installed at different positions. If you can see from the diagram, you can see we have this one installed camera here, we have another camera here, maybe inside the inside of the vehicle now. And also we talk a bit about the platform or the mobile center. So the platform is the same way you do remote management or mobile monitoring of devices using smart PSS or DSS Express. Now we have the platform which can be used to monitor this fleets of vehicles. Maybe as a business opportunity for you guys, if you're having your own company, you cannot. Sometimes we have restriction of budgets, and you can decide to start with only small products. You can approach a single company. Then with the time, you get to improve, maybe have more companies with time and be able to manage, help provide a solution for a company where you manage for them the fleets with remote side to side. So it's just a business opportunity that you can use to identify. So in terms of the platform, some of the general features supported with the platform include things like being able to do live view, being able to do playbacks on the same, being able to do playbacks, that is, be able to revise on footage, things like events. So events generally deals with activities happening during the fleet, and maybe handling those activities. So others support in terms of maybe location and identifying the current position of the vehicles, be able to do saving the videos for backup, and also support a feature known as map. So map will help you to identify a device. Like it will give you, you add a map to the platform, and it will show you precisely where the device is, or maybe in case of an event, it will blink. So we have all this kind of server, which is an all-in-one server. So we have this kind of server which is all-in-one. So if you buy a server, you have already bought the license and the hardware itself. In case maybe you don't have the capacity, or maybe the funds is a bit few, and decide to use another server like a Dell server or HP server. Now we can give you the software version of it. You buy licenses on demand. So in terms of the solution architecture, maybe this one is a case scenario where you have a government doing monitoring for its vehicles, or maybe a big enterprise. So you can have video walls implemented with the same. So although maybe it's not necessary, but you can still have, you can still achieve video wall in the same. So you can see we have this small screen is usually placed on vehicles. We have this kind of outdoor cameras which are placed outside the vehicles. We have the indoor camera on the car side. We have these ADAS, the same, the alarm screen or siren. Then we have the contacts. We have the contacts maybe for integrating with things like the doors or the windows. Then we have products like emergency button and this two-way talk, which can help you to call the driver, and you can have one-on-one talk with the driver. I think one of the just important thing is that with such kind of implementation, you can achieve quite more. So especially application for insurance company, application for logistic company, you can check on this and be able to understand. You can provide solution for them, maybe make good money from it. Because understand, maybe I'll just talk a bit about in the case of Kenya, we have quite a rise number in people who want this kind of solution. So you can understand, you can check the market trend and be able to take advantage of it. So does the solution, we have a question, does the solution deliver intelligent alerts for application performance problems? So I'm not getting you quite well, but in terms of the platform will help you to do management of the device, that is in terms of maintenance, knowing if the device is active and etc., tampering, just like that, and also be able to give you events from the device. So unless maybe I have not answered your question, you can clarify on it. So more secure. So we talk about this ADAS now, what it is. So most based on detection of the vehicle, it's the ADAS actually is something like a radar, which help you to analyze the current and a potential danger triggered by an alarm. So it's more like integration with the radar system and alarm system. So also a bit of talk about the DSM camera. So the DSM is a kind of camera with advanced AI functionality. So we have, so if you have been, if you have attended our training before, we have the IVS, something called intelligent video surveillance. So in IVS, in the basic training, we talk about the tripwire and the intrusion. So for this case, we have advanced IVS to identify things like the driver is yawning, the driver is tired, maybe he's closing the eyes, he's smoking, he's making a call during driving. So be able to do such kind of detection. So with the management center, you can do adding of driver, you can like bind the driver information into the platform. And also you can be able to recognize the driver using a recognition camera and avoid cases where the driver is being swapped with the vehicle. So you can see a route management with the platform. You can also do speed limitation and warning, connection with the management, get to do better management of the devices, and you can do two-way talk with the drivers. Also reports, so you can get reports on the same. And so this is just generally overview of the platform. Maybe if you're interested, you can can engage more on the same. So at least now you understand we have such kind of products existing. So in terms of products, and maybe let me just talk a bit. We talk a bit about the mobile NVR. So for recording and storage of the videos, so our mobile NVR is equipped with technology to help it overcome you see those vibrations. So we have this something like shock absorbers to avoid a damaging of the device at the end of the day. So by design, it's made to withstand such kind of vibration. We have cases where it can still work about for 5 seconds. In case of power failure, it can still continue working, and it does not have internal battery. We have the temperature. It can work on extreme temperature. So if you're moving from places to places, it can withstand that and still perform better. So some of the success cases we talk about such implementation include in China, 5,300 vehicles in China Post. So they did monitoring on the same and alarm recording, query emergency alarm etc. And we have the carry logistics. So you can search carry logistics online. I think most of these companies are based in China. So those are some of the big projects. Later talk about other success cases. So let's cover another bit of mobile products. So let me talk about school solution for the mobile product. So we have the school solution for mobile transportation. So this is just a mobile solution based on a school case scenario. So some of the challenges include safety, driver problem, maybe information. So more of the same, the challenges that we faced while doing the other solution that we have covered. So in case of school solution, and in terms of maybe customizing the mobile solution to school case, we have achieved, the solution is aimed to achieve cases like student safety, active prevention. So you prevent an incident before carrying, and also achieve something like intelligence supervision. So that is real-time monitoring of students, maybe doing reports of student attending. So the typical workflow is that the driver will do an arriving at destination. So either in terms of going to pick students or maybe taking students to school, you have the driver presses the button. So the PR will be used to sense whether the students are to check on students automatically, motion, that is motion, and also maybe check, do alarm, send alarm on the same. Then if they fail to forget to press this button, we'll do trigger an alarm from the platform. So we'll get to check in detail more about this because it might not be clear at this point, but later you'll be able to see how it applies. So so in terms of maybe doing PR check, so the PR check applies mostly in cases where you're having maybe students are getting out of the vehicle, and so after student getting out of the vehicle, so the driver will do a manual check to confirm there are no students, maybe, and just press the button that is to confirm. It's like checking out the students have gotten out of the vehicle, all of them. So in case maybe the PR can sense there's no student, there's still a student, he can send alarm to administrator, meaning that the driver is leaving with a student. That is in terms of student safety. So the student is still in the vehicle and the driver is being the student. So ensuring student safety, we have multiple sensors for the same, like smoke sensor, so still implemented in the mobile, the school bus of the vehicle. We have the temperature humidity sensor to detect abnormal conditions in buses. So in terms of also for full coverage, so full coverage in terms of surveillance or monitoring to ensure there's no blind spot. And it, apart from side mirror, it can help the driver to avoid accidents or maybe things like collisions. So for active prevention, so we have talked about these ADAS. So advanced is more like the radar will help. It's more like a radar to help avoid collisions. So in terms of active prevention, so we have the DSM. Still, we talked about this DSM with advanced IVS to detect the things like fatigue warning, smoking, distracted, lens tampering, etc. So you can see the kind of dashboard that you can interact with monitoring. So you can see the online statistics of the vehicle. That is, the vehicle is the NVR online equipment failure statistics. Maybe there's a camera that keeps going offline and online. So you can still get such statistics from one station. You can see the mileage statistics in terms of distance coverage and also speed. You can do things like alarm statistics and violations the driver is making. In terms of analysis of now after an event, you can do a behavior of the driver analysis of the vehicle and fleet and other customizable field. So for real-time monitoring of vehicles, so you can get the location of the vehicle, you can get even the alarm information of the vehicles. So this is just kind of example of interface. And the bottom here, you can see motion detection. So you can see, you can have events based. So not only motion, you can have more events on the same. We also have the attendance module. So you are doing attendance of students who maybe you're confirming students came into the vehicle. So you can do a reader on the same. And then if the student gets into the vehicle, the information can be transmitted and confirm the students are already boarded the vehicles. And also you can do SMS function for the parent. So that is send also notification to the parent that the student went to the vehicle. So we have also reports. So for attendance of students. So some of the successful cases we have implemented such kind of solution. Is it covered here? I'm not sure. So I think most of the products here, apart from these sensors, so you can implement sensors in the buses, have sirens, and then we have the mobile platform. So later we just talk about this, some of the successful cases. It's not here, I'll talk it in a different document. So any question, maybe something concern, maybe you feel like you're interested in such kind of solution, feel free to contact me. I'll link you up with our sales team. They will help you on the same. So let me talk about smart BAT solution before I go into I finish with the successful case, then we can call it a day. So let me talk about a smart bus solution. Smart bus solution. So smart bus solution is a general overview for an intelligent solution, but I think most of the things that we have already talked about are still covered at this point. Maybe apart from things like people counting. So maybe in terms of public vehicles, that is in terms of buses, you can do things like people counting. You can implement also that in the same scenario. And maybe for accountability. So in mobile platform, we already talked about it. We can do even face recognition. So the same. So I think such kind of projects are more like application maybe costly for a small bus. So generally, you can do face recognition on the vehicles. We can do safety with the ADAS camera, DSM camera for collision avoidance and accident avoidance. So most of this we have covered before on the same. So the blind spot detection cameras can help to avoid collisions. So let me just go through this quickly, because we have already talked about this. So also we have talked about route management, that is be able to, in case you like create a path where the vehicle needs to take. In case the vehicle takes another path, you have alarm the same. So you can see this just what you'll receive on the platform. You're getting a notification where there's a deviation on the route, and meaning the vehicle is taking another different route. So you can in case of that, you can call the driver with this module, with this intercom module, and ask them what's happening. Okay, so let me just talk about successful case, then we can call it a day. So I'll just rush through the successful case, then we call it a day. So some of the successful cases that we have done mobile transition in terms of school, maybe police cars, domestic car. We have a Turkey bus project with the 7,000. Sorry. So we have things like monitoring of the vehicle, so general monitoring and tracking. So you can see we deploy 7,500 pieces of mobile NVRs and 30,000 pieces of camera. So this is, and then we have the DSS server side. So the DSS server will be used for more. It has, well, you can see quite a number of servers to do things like monitoring of. So for bandwidth cases and getting to balance those load, we have different kind of implementation. We talk about software later. We'll cover things like this. I think. So we have Argentina bus project. We have UAE school bus project. I think others. Belgaro's police car projects, etc. So I don't know, is there any question regarding that? Maybe if you feel like you need to have a confirmation on this, just contact me, and you can reach out to me maybe in my email or on WhatsApp. So if there's no question,